Unquiet desperation, a flickering flame, and being extraordinary. This is Rabbi Robbie, and this is my message for our young professional community. So many of us have hopes and dreams of extraordinary things happening in our lives, of winning the lottery, of getting that really big promotion at work, of being swept off our feet by a knight in shining armor, or of becoming TikTok famous. And sometimes we become disillusioned or disappointed when those extraordinary things don't happen in our lives. This week, one of you reached out to me and said, Rabbi, I'm so disappointed because over the last 3 months, during the shutdown in Corona, during the challenges, I've been following your videos and I've been really working hard to be free and to give my gift. I've been really focused on being positive and engaged in my life and rebuilding and opening the doors that have been closed to me before. And this week, I hit a wall. This week, I had the feeling that nothing extraordinary is going to come into my life and that I am going to have a life of ordinary, that I'm going to be destined to a life of quiet desperation. And I thank you for reaching out to me, and I wanted to share with you a thought about how to take that which is ordinary and create the extraordinary in our own lives. Tonight, we are going to come together to enter and to bring Shabbat into our world. And there's a very special way that we bring Shabbat into our world, and within it is the secret of how to take the ordinary and create the extraordinary. There are 2 things we do when we want to bring Shabbat. One is we light a candle. And number 2 is we make a special blessing over wine called the Kiddush. And there's a reason why we do these very 2 specific activities. Because when we talk about taking ordinary and making it extraordinary, wine is the ideal example. Because if I take an orange and I squeeze it, what do I get? That's correct, orange juice. And if I squeeze an apple, I get apple juice. And if I squeeze a grape, I get grape juice. So how do I get wine? Wine is when I take something which would otherwise be ordinary, and with intention and purpose, with patience and with involvement, I create something much more quality than I would have had prior. It's no longer grape juice. I, as an individual, go and ferment that grape juice, and I create wine. When we light a candle, we're reminded that when we take a match and we light a candle, that candle has influence and can reach out and light other candles as well, and we can bring light into our worlds. My friends, today we may not have power over many things in our lives. We may not have extraordinary things that land on our doorstep. But in truth, and this is a deep truth we all need to learn in life, extraordinary things don't happen. We create extraordinary in our own lives. We are not a victim to circumstance. We can now go forward and make our lives extraordinary. A moment is a moment. We infuse the moment with that which what it'll be. My friend, you have influence in your life. You have the choice to make in this moment. And maybe it's a small choice. Maybe it's a small flame and you can only light one other. But maybe tomorrow that flame will light yet another and yet another. We create extraordinary in our life. The extraordinary things that come are not because we wait for that knight in shining armor. We don't wait to be discovered. We don't wait for that opportunity to get that promotion. And we don't hope that one day we'll become TikTok famous. We light our fire. And we take that influence and we reach out beyond the very limited mindset that we have in the moment, and we light another fire. We take the wine, we take intention, and we take Shabbat, and we make it special. We choose to make it special. We have intention, we have thought, and we have preparation. So please join me tonight that as we come together, as we bring Shabbat into our world, we take the intention to know that we have more influence than we could imagine. That as we mature and grow in life, we realize that we don't wait for the extraordinary to happen to us. We are extraordinary. We live into that magnificence, and we create the world that we want to have and that we want to bring into our families and we want to bring into our community. Shabbat Shalom. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful week ahead. I look forward to hearing about how you make your life extraordinary in the hours and the days and the weeks to come. Shabbat Shalom.